But then the fucking cops show up because they have state police all over the place down there, like patrolling the boardwalk and shit. And I'm like, well, once they show up, it's definitely over. Yeah. Turn my fucking phone off. Nothing worth seeing, you know?
Disappointed.
How did Sage like Wildwood?
She liked it a lot.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of ghost tours down there. Or is that Cape May?
That might be Cape May. I didn't see any ghost tours.
There's a great zoo down there, too, the Cape May County Zoo.
I've been there with you, remember?
Yeah. You didn't take her there?
No, because she only cared about the rides and shit. Yeah, she didn't really care to. She went swimming in a pool that I'm like, I hope she survives. Because again, it's just like, are they maintaining this pool? Like you could see the surface. There's like sort of like a sheen on it. Like I'm gonna have to wash her with fucking like dishwashing detergent, like a fucking duck after the Exxon Valdez. You know, like it was just,
pelican.
Yeah, exactly, man. It was disgusting, but she loved it. She's swimming around. I would have brought her to the ocean, but like it's like, you know, in Santa Monica and Venice where it's like the beach is like a mile to the water, and you're like, fuck this shit.
That's a dangerous riptide over there, man. That's the real ocean. Yeah, you don't want to fuck around over there.
Yeah.
Stay in the pool, even a dirty pool's more
even a fucking infected pool.
It's better to take a chance on than, you know, letting her loose in the ocean.
Yeah. You know what else I noticed too? All the arcades, they're not video games anymore or pinball machines. It's all those
claws to get like iPods and iPads and
nobody ever gets them, but they can get like the bullshit like stuffed animal stuff that I guess costs $0.25, but you pay $1 to play.
Yeah.
And Sage like won like this huge Shopkins thing that cost me $30 at some fucking stand. So then she gets a taste for winning, and she wants to fucking play every game. So I got to shut that down.
I remember. Now I have such, like you said, there's such great childhood memories of going to like boardwalks, and I can like just some awesome memories of like walking up and seeing. This is at a time when they don't have these anymore, but. The stands where you play the pinwheel, you put your quarter on a wheel, and you try to like, you know, black heart, red heart, but it was all albums, all 33 33, you know, the speed of 30 big albums, and so it's the height of the 70s, so like Love Gun is up there, Rush albums, Black Sabbath albums, and I wanted to win an album so bad, and I remember I finally won something, and I didn't really. And every album that I asked for that I wanted, the guy didn't have. And so ultimately, I said, well, I'll give me that album because it looked weird. It was a Rush album, but it had a guy with his butt, bare butt.
Yeah, he's like doing this. Like
he's kind of like pointing or something. It looks like kind of like a Michelangelo kind of deal. And so when I brought it over to my mom, I remember my mom being like, why did you want that? Why did you want the gun with the naked? Like
it's not 2017 yet.
And I was like, I don't even know what it is. I was going, I just got it because, you know, it looked cool and it was red. There was a red vinyl inside. And I remember like she gave me the hardest time because there was a naked guy on the front cover.
Did you have to keep it?
I remember listening to it, and at that point in my life, I didn't know what it was. Like Rush, to me, I didn't have any reference.
Yeah, well, I'm sure once you got it, like once you listen to it, you're like, I'm just as upset as you, Mom.
Yeah, I was like, this is not what I wanted. This is it was just, it kind of was a major letdown because I'd finally won an album, and I couldn't get any of the albums I wanted. I was stuck with some naked dude album that my mom was like questioning whether I was straight or not. No, that wasn't it.
That's not, so they have more than one album?
More than one album
with naked dudes on it?
Wow.
Unless the fold in the interior was that. I can't remember now, but it's hard to remember. It was kind of like pointing, and I don't remember if you could see his scrotum or not. And maybe that's the case. I can't remember what it was.
It's not like you could see his scrotum, Ma.
But I remember my mom being very like perturbed and wondering what her boy was turning into. I think.
Really?
Yeah. She's like, why didn't you get the Donna Summer one? That's it.
That's it?
That's the one.
It's Hemispheres.
Yeah. And she was like, why didn't you get Donna Summer or the Pointer Sisters? And I was just like,
something with tits, for Christ's sakes. Not scrotums.
I was like, but I want to rock, Ma.
So then you got the wrong. You wanted to prog rock. It's considered progressive rock.
Yeah,
evidently.
But at that point, I didn't want a prog rock. I wanted a Kiss album, but the guy wouldn't give me a Kiss album. He just probably had a million of those Naked Dude albums, and he couldn't get more.
Right. He's like, explain this to your mother, you little fucking homo. Thanks, mister.
You kind of make. I wonder if that's why I can't stand Rush at this point. I still have never been able to get into Rush. I wonder if it's because of that. Like subconsciously.
They're a tough band to get into.
You don't like the voice, is it for me?
The voice.
That nasally voice.
Yeah.
Never could get into it. I know people love them, and they're revered in the music industry. But,
well, they're great musicians for sure.
Yeah.
You wouldn't try your recent progress. You should hear this shit that I'm fucking listening to. It's unreal. It's the softening of fucking Walt Flanagan. Like at one time, like this guy was fucking like hard rock butter, and then it was like kind of rock and roll. I can't believe it's not butter, and now he's just fucking pussy ass margarine. The shit. He's like, ooh, what a lucky man he was. Like in the beginning of the day when I'm like trying to get like amped up and ready to fucking go.
Come in fucking with like with like this kind of like aggressive music, man. I need to mellow it out.
Because I'm fucking, my job is to mock everyone, and I can't be like all mellow and shit and be like, yeah, he was a lucky man, wasn't he?
I went to see Faster Pussycat last week.
How was that?
On purpose?
Yeah. Oh, man, they're great. And
you just sold me. Oh, man, they're great.
And I got called a sellout. House of Pain?
House of Pain. I remember Faster. They had like a cartoon character.
Poison Ivy.
Pussy. Right? What was the name of that song?
They come out on stage to it now.
Yeah, I remember that was the one song, the one video, and
your mom's like, "Why can't you listen to this?"
A guy came up to me and he was like, "You cut your hair." Like, yeah. He goes, "You sell out." Called me a sellout. He goes, like Metallica, you sold out. He said to me.
Were you known for having like metal hair? I
guess my hair was really long, and this guy liked it because he just to my face called me a sellout. And
he wasn't even kidding. He wasn't.
No. Well, then I told him. Then I was like, it's for
security.
The show. You'll see it. And he's like, oh, it's for the show. If it's funny, okay. But he was really like.
He gave you the pass.
He fucking came at me as like a true sellout. I was like, oh. He didn't even have long hair.
Oh, no?
No, not thinking about it.
Yeah, but I mean,
the guy at the podium that I took the picture with.
The very fact that you're at a Faster Pussycat show says you're not selling out because nobody's going to see them at this point, right? I mean, that says
sold out. I've seen them a bunch of times, and there's always a good crowd.
I mean, I always put them on a level with like L.A. Guns and like all these bands,
all the garbage glam bands of the 80s.
Glam bands that no one gives a shit about.
L.A. Guns, who I'm going to see tomorrow night.
Who are you
L.A. Guns.
You're going to see L.A. Guns?
Yeah.
You're kidding me?
No, they were good.
They're still a band.
They're playing the Gramercy.
Are they?
They're playing the Gramercy tomorrow.
Wow. I had no idea that they were still out there.
So we're the LA Guns of podcasts.
I don't mean. I'm just saying they were always one of those. No,
I think most people would agree with you.
That couldn't break through to that next level. There was always these there was the big hair bands that made it.
I'll show you Axl Rose. Yeah. I'll start LA Guns.
Also Rans, and I always put them in there not as cheesy as let's say a Warrant or but just
pretty goddamn close.
Never really had those big hits.
Tracy Gunn's up there rocking a theremin, man. It's pretty fucking cool.
What's that mean?
Oh, that's a weird
that science fiction instrument.
Really?
He does like a 5-minute theremin solo. It's awesome. It's pretty awesome.
Wait a minute. So their whole shtick has changed now?
No, they play the same songs, but they're
just with the theremin now.
Original song, yeah.
Oh, I was very interested in that.
I'm telling you, man, he does. Tracy Guns gets out there, he puts the theremin on the stage, and it's like it's intense because he's like playing it, and the way you play it is you move.
Yeah, you move your hands.
Your hand over it. So he's. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, here you go. Here. This is Over the Rainbow. Some dude playing on the theremin.
Whoa! This is what you go see?
No. He's doing rock. He's rocking out.
Okay.
LA Guns presents Over the Rainbow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's pretty cool, man. It's like
I kind of get the feeling maybe that's why they didn't break on through to that more bigger exposure. If that's
they got my money.
Really? Because they're it's an all theremin band.
What's your album on LA Guns?
My go-to album?
Yeah. What's your? I know. I'm trying to pin him down here, and it's not that hard.
I mean, it's on the same
scrambling already.
I'm not really scrambling. I mean, it's the fucking Maroon 5 spectrum, man.
Yeah, Q. What LA Guns album do you like? Is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you have a song you like at least?
What do you people want from me?
Whoa, they've got a lot of studio albums. So you're going to see the Missing Piece tour, huh? 2017.
Yeah, is that what it is?
What on earth? What was it that you saw? That like, where did you even hear this band? Was it MTV? Yeah, MTV. Yeah.
So 15.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's real into like all the corny ass
Cinderella?
like White Lion, Great
White
White.
Lion!
Yeah.
Oh my God, that was putrid.
Yeah. Oh. When the children cry.
Oh yeah, you just wanted to be. You just were so ashamed to like that was called metal back in the day. You just wanted to just like run and hide if someone said.
Like if you were in your car, you would risk an accident getting to the fucking radio knob to turn it down.
Gorky Park. No Gorky Park. The Russian metal band. No.
But
let's see who else Q can see.
Well, LA Guns. The three ones that
Trickster.
Oh, I remember Trickster. Yeah.
Well, last year.
Oh wait. Oh, go ahead. Kicks.
Oh, I saw a documentary and they included some of the guys from Kicks. I was like, I had to like avert my eyes from the TV screen. It was so bad.
Well, you've been
Great White.
Mm-hmm. Go see Great White. You've been to a lot of these shows with us. You've seen Stacey Patella when she's rocking out.
I have, but at least to a good band, Guns N' Roses.
But she does that to these bands too. And it's such, you don't get to see her like that often because she's quite reserved. So when you get a few drinks in her and the theremin starts pumping and she starts rocking out, like it's something to see, you know?
Over the rainbow.
What about like, did you like grunge? Or did you stick with hair metal? What was that, Q? She liked both? Because I felt like, grunge was so necessary to flush out the bad taste that the hair metal bands left in the music industry. It was so needed that shot of
gritty realism.
Well, like dour and cynical and just not about so much about how big your hair was. It was about
and how much of a girl you look like.
Yeah.
That's been my theory with these bands is that they appealed to girls because they weren't as like you see something like say Motorhead. You look at Lemmy as a 14-year-old girl. You're like, oh my god, oh my god, he's got a wart on his face. He's missing teeth. Like this. Yeah, this guy's fucking disgusting. But like you see the like say Poison in the day, they look so much like girls that you would have to do a double take sometimes, and it's just safer. It doesn't seem as like you you can put that. No, not at all, because all they talked about was fucking girls and all that kind of shit.
We were in LA last time we went to go see Steel Panther, and I don't know if we talked about this. We might have. And Steel Panther is I
don't even know that
band. No, they're
like a tribute.
They're like a tribute band, but they kind of making fun of it, but like in it.
Okay.
And they dress up in the spandex and the hair and shit.
They're
like that.
The Spinal Tap.
Yes, that's a great comparison. They're very talented as well, but they do covers, they do originals, and it's all that hair metal shit. And how many fucking girls were on stage showing their tits, making out with each other? Like they're still living like the dream. Like it's alive.
But they're like as old as us.
Yeah.
So it's like if I'm on stage, I'm those guys. I feel like I wouldn't do that, but that's why those guys are up there and I'm not, aside from the musical talent, is that like they're able to still embrace that sort of like 80s shit of like let's like practice music a little bit and just fuck as many girls as we can.
For it. They're rewarded.
While we're talking about music, can I I haven't recommended an album in a long time.
Okay, you're not recommending Rush.
No, not recommend. Okay. Well, no, but I don't know if you're into Zeppelin, but there's a band called Greta Van Fleet. That you guys have got to YouTube and listen to.
Is this some sort of trick?
It is amazing. Like you see this little boy. Like he's got to be like 19. He's just out of high school, and it is shocking the way that he sings. It's called Highway Tune by Greta Van Fleet. Maybe buy the album. I heard it on the radio, and I asked my wife. I pulled over, and I was just like, I got to look up what.
I'm into little boys.
No, because I thought it was an unreleased Zeppelin song.
Wow,
it was so good. And so amazing. And I was like, it has to be some sort of tune that they just discovered unearthed by Zeppelin.
Does he play the theremin at any point or not really?
That's pretty good, man. You got it?
That's it.
Here you go. Let's see. Just like, okay, I'm going to just sort
wow.
of jump
And
ahead.
they're so young.
I'm going to jump ahead to the